The North is in big trouble, will begin to attack all their properties in Lagos, man replies Femi. First reaction to this is absolutely wrong. If there's anybody should attack, I'm not for violence, but it's definitely misplaced in this position. You need to go and attack the government and go and protest because we have the energy now. People are not afraid. They are absolutely not afraid. And again, it's tit for tat, and so it's their land, it's their people, so they will do what they want to do anyway. But I feel like a fraction and a huge percentage, a chunk of that anger and that attack should go to the government. That's what I feel. But let's continue. Fani Karide, who was the special assistant to President Olusegun Obasanjo from 2003 to 2006, has taken to his official Twitter page to address the North on what would happen if they ceased to supply food to the North. According to him, he said, if the North blocks food supplies to the South will block the supply of oil, refined products, and money to the North. You touch me, I touch you. You do me, I do you. You taka me, I dabble you. It's called the law of reciprocity. Never start a dance you can't finish. Hours after Femi Fani-Kayode made this statement, a Twitter user identified as Akinola Ajilore took to the comment section to share his thoughts. According to him, he said the North is in for big time trouble. Now we'll begin to attack in all northern properties and formations in Lagos and Southwest generally. Looking at the statement by this Twitter user, one can see that there is great war coming up, and if things are not put in place between the North and the South. But, oh my days, I feel like it's so counterproductive. It's not an I feel situation. It is counterproductive attacking these people. Again, if there's a way for you to prove that there are certain people, the actual perpetrators of this crime, that did something, and you take those into your hands, honestly, it is absolutely justified because the government has chosen not to do anything. But it's so counterproductive waste of energy and so much time when you could use this and transfer it to the government to hold them accountable. Someone else says, see this one, most of the farmers are Christian. Don't you feel ashamed of saying this? You see, who asked you to bring religion into this? Nobody asked. And I think it's just so frustrating at times when we're trying to go in a certain direction and we bring in Christianity, religion, tribe, and it's just it's a self-sabotaging tactic. It's so self-sabotaging because it's like you are not doing yourself any good by bringing it up. You're not doing yourself any good. Obviously, you should not, go and, mind you need to earn your respect and you need to show that people should not be able to try you. But earning that your respect and removing that or any layer of see finish, it should be targeted towards the government because the government has this see finish attitude towards Nigerians, and that's just what it is. Someone says the best bet is to secure our farmers, let no herdsmen come and destroy our agricultural produce again. After this is done, I think we are done with the North. Someone says the problem is that the South tends to forget so quickly because we don't have a common agenda like them. Preach. Thank you very much. We forget things too easily, and I feel like, yeah. Though with the latest happenings, it seems we have started speaking in one voice, but soon they will put confusion in our midst and we'll start fighting one another. And it's like, how long do we have to keep screaming this for people to realize that, the government is obviously playing with our minds, making us seem like as if we are the problem, and we're not. It's so sad. It's really, really sad. And it's so like, how would we? And that's the thing, because when would we get to this point? Because, Margie, nobody likes to waste time. Where the future of the country is not looking clear, you have to separate. That's it. So we can also plan for our own futures, so that we'll know that, okay, fine, with children that are going to be in the country, they're not going to come into a nonsense place. And it's so bad because it's like you now have to build a base outside of the Nigerian name for you to actually survive. It's embarrassing and very, very sad. It is very, very sad. Someone says they didn't block anything, they only held their so-called food, and I held my money, exactly, which I use to secure for whatever food I need elsewhere. The only problem I have is that they should make more food stuff belonging to southern traders and transporters are not touched or blocked. And someone says one of the reasons they're bent on destruction of farmlands without restraints. That is a different dynamic, and that could be true as well. Because maybe they're trying to be the monopoly and then, to destroy farmland so that our only source of for special things, so that our only source for a period would be from them, which is so childish. My go and look for other ways. It's sad, it's sad, it's sad. Someone says the situation that is in Nigeria best can be solved with the law of if you tackle me, I will double you, as propounded by the late Adzuna Dabo when JS Taka wanted to suppress him. Nobody has monopoly of madness. Absolutely. It really is. But it's so sad. It's so sad. Somebody says, oh my god, why can't I find a single person out of you all who really wants to know what you're saying, because they want us to be saying, believe me or not, this is what they want from us. They want us to be hating each other, exactly, abusing one another, treating one another, fighting one another, and claiming to be better than one another, while they are aside casting firewood to the fire and firewood to the fire, and continue to be stealing our country's wealth. And who told you one from the south can't live without the help of the northerners? From the northerners, and ones from the north can't live without the help of the southerners. Who told you? What told us, was history. 1914 amalgamation. That is the only reason we came together. So, not saying that that the North does not have anything to build on and sustain themselves on, but they need to go and tap into that and take responsibility for their own welfare. That is it. Because I think it makes sense when we look at the origins of what we have today. When we look at what has been the finished product of policies and acts and amendments of acts that have been made in the past, the fact remains is that the ideology that the South has to take care of the North came from a far time. 1914 amalgamation, even before that. And so that idea has obviously been passed through from generations, and we do not know the cause or the root of it. And so that allows for confusion, because we're like, excuse me. But again, for you to be sane and for us to have this idea and live as one Nigeria, we should, honestly, it's so sad. It's so sad. Nigeria is a case study, and you have got to be, we've gone through so much as Nigerians. I think we need to check on our mental health very, 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 very early, very, very soon, because the government is out to drain us mentally, and they know when they do that. They know that I'm not even going to talk about that, but they understand how easy it is to lead a divided people. And yeah, that's what it is. Put what I think about it in the comment section below. Do not forget to like and subscribe.